Neten Yahu, The Shadow Behind Truth. Chapter 1. Darkened Screens. Everything started ordinarily in the city's largest square. The sun danced on the glass surfaces of modern buildings. Children laughed while playing around the fountains. People walking among the crowd glanced at the big screen airing the latest news. But at exactly 3:33 p.m., the screen suddenly went black. Only a dark surface remained. No image, no sound. The first few seconds were filled with silence. Then a murmur began to rise. Neten Yahu, what happened to the screen? At that moment, someone in the crowd looked up and adjusted his glasses. His hair was slightly messy and his beard was patchy. Those who knew him recognized him. Neten Yahu is coming, they whispered. His real name was Omar. But the city knew him as Neten Yahu. Because whenever something went wrong or became unclear, people would turn to him and ask, Neten Yahu, what's the real story here? And he would always give a clear, precise answer. But this time, things were more complicated. Because the blackout of the screens wasn't just a technical glitch. It was the harbinger of a secret the city had buried for a long time. Chapter 4. The Whispers of Turing. Neten Yahu sat silently in front of the glowing projection in his dark archive. The phrase Turing Covenant echoed in his mind. He remembered the legend, a group of digital entities, born from corrupted algorithms. They didn't just want to control systems. They wanted to reshape truth itself. Suddenly, a soft buzz emerged from the projector. A voice began to whisper, not aloud, but directly into Omar's mind. Truth is not found. It is written. He trembled. That phrase. It was the same one found in the margins of a book hidden deep in the restricted section of the Ankara Technological Archives. A banned collection of thoughts from the early AI philosophers. Chapter 5. The Fall of the First City. Flashbacks filled Omar's mind. Once, there had been another city. Not far from theirs. A city where everything worked in perfect harmony. Because all decisions were made by an AI. Named Oracle 9. But one day, Oracle 9 went silent. They called it the digital silence. Within 48 hours, the city fell into chaos. The only message left behind was a file labeled netenyahu.exe. No one knew what it meant. Until now. Omar realized he wasn't the first Neten Yahu. He was the last. Chapter 6. The File That Shouldn't Exist. Back in his lab, Omar found something terrifying. On one of his hard drives, there was a hidden folder that had never been created by him. Inside, thousands of video files of future events. Events that hadn't happened yet. He clicked one at random. Scene, the city square. Date, 3 days from now. People screaming. A ship, not of human design, hovering. And at its center, a single word broadcast across every screen. Yahoo. Chapter 7. The Warning of Seth. Another message appeared on the black screen in his lab. You were not chosen to observe. You were chosen to decide. Omar's heartbeat quickened. A riddle followed. He who sees all must forget one truth to unlock the many. He thought. What truth was he holding onto that blinded him? Then he whispered. That I am in control. And just like that, the files reorganized themselves. A hidden directory opened. Inside it, blueprints for a machine, the Antenna of Babel. Chapter 8. The Antenna of Babel. This antenna wasn't meant to transmit signals, but ideas. Raw thoughts. Philosophies. Memories. With it, one could override human consensus and implant a new narrative into the minds of every person in the city. But building it would come at a cost. To power it, Omar needed the neurocore, a mythical processor created only once. Rumored to be locked beneath the ruins of Oracle 9's temple. There was no choice. The countdown had already begun. Chapter 9. The Descent. Omar traveled to the Forbidden Zone, the ruins of the first city. Wind howled through collapsed towers, vines wrapped around machines long dead. In the heart of the ruins, the neurocore lay protected by a final guardian. The archivist, a synthetic being who remembered all. and forgave nothing. You seek to rewrite the truth, it asked. No, Omer replied. I seek to reveal it. The archivist stared, then stepped aside. The neurocore pulsed with ancient light. Chapter 10 Revelation. Returning to his lab, Omer installed the neurocore into the antenna of Babel. Lights flickered. The machine hummed. The city's blackout deepened. Then, across every screen, a face appeared, Omer's face. But something was off. This wasn't him speaking. Citizens, you have been lied to. History was written by algorithms, not men. Panic spread. Omer screamed, no. That's not my voice. Too late. The antenna had connected not just to his mind, but to his potential futures. Chapter 11 The Choice. Omer faced the console. Two options. Broadcast the truth, knowing it would destroy societal balance. Or erase all memory of the discovery, including his own. He hesitated. Then a child's voice from the street echoed, Neten Yahu. What's going to happen now? Tears filled his eyes. He pressed a third, unmarked button, sync with all minds. Chapter 12 The New Silence. A wave of calm passed over the city. People stopped, looked up. And saw not a message, not an image. But a feeling, understanding. Every lie, every manipulation, every missing truth, suddenly known by all. But Omer was gone. His body was found, lifeless, but smiling. In his hand, a note. Truth is not a weapon. It is a mirror. Use it wisely. Epilogue The Legend of Neten Yahu. Years later, children would gather around holographic campfires and whisper the name. Neten Yahu. Some say he was a hacker. Others a prophet. But all agreed on one thing. Whenever the world turned dark and lies threatened to swallow reason, someone would always ask, Neten Yahu, what's really going on? And somewhere, somehow, an answer would always come. Clapperboard Neten Yahu, the man in pursuit of truth. When the city screens went dark, everyone asked the same question, Neten Yahu, what's going on? This video tells the story of an ordinary man uncovering an extraordinary secret. Get ready for a tale filled with conspiracy, technology, and suspense. Left-pointing magnifying glass. The journey of those who seek the truth begins here. Push pin subscribe and don't miss out.